I've never been to Thailand, and as you can see, we are far away from the beaches. We are up north, up here in the hills and forest of Chiang Rai, a location which has been quite a hit with filmmakers for obvious reasons. Makes for the perfect setting to test Ducati's brand new Multistrada 1200S. At its heart is the brand new 1198 Tesla Strada engine, which has DVD. This is the very first constantly varying valve timing system on a motorcycle. And that has been incorporated to ensure that the new Multistrada is a lot smoother at the bottom, solid in the mid-range, and is super bike fast at the top end. The new Multistrada is the only bike in this segment which gets the IMU, which we have already seen on the new R1 and the new Panigale S, the 1299S. What it stands for is the initial measurement unit, which is constantly measuring things like your roll and pitch angles, as well as acceleration along 3 axes. Incorporation of this unit has done for Ducati is now they have 3-stage cornering ABS, which means that it will prevent the front wheel from locking even if you're braking hard when the bike is in lean. You also get cornering lights. I've always wondered why and when this technology will be seen on motorcycles. Voila, Ducati have done it. Plus, the new IMU now, it also is working with Ducati's semi-active skyhook suspension, which is constantly varying damping as per the road surface. But that also makes you wonder why the traction control has not been linked to the IMU. It's still run on its separate predetermined algorithms. And you really wonder why. And as Ducati has thrown everything at it, I really wonder why the Multistrada doesn't get the Ducati quick shift, which allows you for clutchless upshift as well as downshift. That's the only thing which is missing from the Multi's repertoire when you compare it with its main competitor, the BMW S1000 XR. But you do get bigger discs, you get sintered pads, you get Brembo monoblock M50 calipers from the 1299R. Makes the Multistrada sound more like a race bike than an adventure tourer, right? And that's exactly why I cannot wait to actually swing my leg over and see how all of this technology actually translates on the road. Okay, I've not been the biggest fan of how the Multi looks. But guess what? After seeing it up close, I think there's a good chance it'll grow on me. I mean, the full TFT screen, the full LED headlights, the single-sided swing arm, they all look mint. But on the Multi, the seat height can be as low as 825 and can go all the way up to 845. And not just that, I think they have an additional accessory seat which can lower the seat height even more to about 800 mm, which is pretty cool. Also, you're gonna love the fact that you can set up the suspension, the Sax unit on this bike using a touch of a button. Compression, rebound, everything just go ta-ta-ta and it will do it. And of course the skyhook suspension will take over after that and adjust the damping all on its own. Another thing is it has a Bluetooth module which allows you to connect your smartphone to the Ducati multimedia system. And what that does is, on the move, once you are done, once your phone is connected, you will be able to accept incoming calls, read text messages, even listen to music using controls right here, right? All of that while your phone is charging underneath the seat with a USB charger port. Pretty damn cool, eh?
We are off for the first ride on the Multistrada 1200S, and to kickstart proceedings, I've stopped the bike in the urban mode, a mode which tames the engine to just 100 horses. The throttle response is soft, the suspension setup is soft, also traction control, wheelie control, even the ABS is in a higher mode setting. It's a pretty long bike, but definitely on the move feels a lot shorter. It's also masking its weight pretty darn good. You don't feel them. The other thing I'm noticing is how refined this engine feels. The DVT, the dual spark plug, and the anti-knocking sensor are obviously doing a tremendous job. Because this one, even at low RPMs, feels so much smoother, so much calmer. It doesn't feel rushed at all. There's no juddering. And now with a clear road, oh, even in the urban mode, It has a more than enough grunt for fast overtake. Good stuff. Okay, I finally see some clear road in front of us. So I'm going to switch to the touring mode. Here we go. And wow, the throttle response is definitely a little bit sharper. Because now you have access to full 160 horses, but which are still dialed in gradually in the touring mode. Also the suspension feels a little bit stiffer, but still pretty flush to tackle undulations like these. The ABS and traction control is still pretty high to keep things in check, but the wheelie control is now down to 3. Now with the pace having picked up and me revving the engine, I can feel a little bit of buzz coming onto the pegs and the handlebar. Yeah, it doesn't get worse, it stays the same. So Ducati has done a pretty good job at dampening out all the vibration on the handlebar and the foot peg. The windshield though can be a little bit better, I feel. I'm just going to swap it. Try the uppermost setting. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely quieter. There's still some amount of buffeting unless I put all the way back. Let's try the cruise control. A little bit of traffic in front of me, so I'm going to set the speed to 70. Let the throttle go. Look, man, no hands. Damn, this is relaxing. We're about to hit the twisties, and it's time to dial in the sport mode. Here we go. The sport mode unlocks 160 horses, 136 Newton meters of torque, all at the crack of your throttle. As you can see, the throttle response now is razor sharp, but not overly so, it's not overly sensitive. The fueling is still really nice, which gives you the freedom to dial in just the right amount of throttle as you want. Also the suspension setup is feeling stiffer. I've gone for a even stiffer setting so that I can have more confidence going in the corners. As I'm entering into one, yeah, it's definitely working. The bike is a lot stiffer, not moving around as much. And also, I love how quickly and how beautifully this bike turns in. It's very neutral in terms of handling. It goes into corners very smoothly. Even when you're dipping from left to right, the transitions are beautiful. And I feel for really spirited riding, you're better off going for more stickier rubber. The stock tires which come on this are mainly touring tires. The Scorpion Trail 2s. Yeah, there you go. The rear's already stepping out a little bit. If you really want to explore the true potential, the handling potential of this motorcycle, you want to put on some stickier tires to have maximum fun. And I love the braking as well. It is spectacular. So much bite. Amazing feedback. Because no matter how hard you brake, the front end never died. The arm you calibrate this, expect the front is going to dive and set the damping accordingly. Superb stuff, superb.
But there you go, guys. So that was the first ride of the Multistrada, and I have to say I'm very impressed. The engine is so much better. The DVT has made the engine so much more flexible. It's just as fun as ever, and when you're done having the fun, it is also very calm when you need it to be. So that's really nice. It packs so much technology which not only makes it safer, but also something which is very easy to use, very intuitive. The ergonomics are fantastic, perfect for long distance touring, as well as when you're standing up on the motorcycle. when you're planning to hit the dirt. You have more than enough grip on the tank because of the new slim waistline on the new Multi. And you can get all of this for ex-showroom price of about 17 lakhs. Now that's fantastic value for money for a bike of this caliber, which packs so much technology. And I cannot wait to spend more time on it. As always, if you have any more questions, please let us know and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Until then, see ya.